tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
I think so. It's like
It's
like the Benner or something. I don't know.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. So the App State Mountaineers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
That's caught. It's Roberts. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Unloads it left. It's caught. All kinds of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Henderson. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Flames line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Fires left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Safe completion on the screen. Breaks the tackle. They finally get him stopped, but what a good... that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Firm tackle. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to bully their way for the first. The Flames are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Might as well give it to him again. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down here at the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's going to run it. Ball is loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
The defense comes up big time on the fourth down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it. But more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Give to the back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped. A gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a spot in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart one.
And the returner goes down. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we...
Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, and that's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to pull it down and run. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
With the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Here's the second down play. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And here's the handoff. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on the hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
defense facing second and goal. There's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled them at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
After a long drive, it's a crucial 4-point play. Can they score a touchdown or have to settle for 3? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, they've been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes a quick grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
A quick throw out left, complete. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
On second and goal, they'll give him another chance. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
This defense is hanging tough, and they punch it in from the 3 on third and goal. And we're able to get him down.
A great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with the field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
We'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. All right, so it's first and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot?
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. The defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Handoff in a single back formation. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. 2nd down play coming up. And now they'll run it on the draw. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Using his legs on the scramble. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a 4th down decision coming up. The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Down he goes. A sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's 3rd down. They got to get after this quarterback. Instead, he pulls it down and picks up big yards for a first down. Kind of feel the momentum flipping here.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That pass is caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And Nittany Lions pick up enough for a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Play action here on 1st down. Pressure is coming. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Planning up to try the extra point. And he knocks it right through. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And here's the return from inside the 5. Powering through the defender. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. 1st and 10 play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. He's found some room at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a 1st down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
The defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Aggressive run to pick up the 1st, keep this drive moving.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. So the offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chase for their 1st interception today. Going to set up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
There's a run call on 3rd and goal. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, Chris, they come up short of the goal line here, but they've got to still consider going for it. You could try to punch it in from the 2, or I'm sure they've got a couple good handful of 2-point conversion plays that they could use for this kind of situation. Let's see what they can dial up.
Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And the defense able to hold it there to a short gain. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And now the running back's got it again. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Buckeyes pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Moves the ball up to the 30.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
He'll hand it off. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Well, much like what we saw in the 1st half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Running out of time in the pocket. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down. He just dumped it off to the back.
Yeah, nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight, was able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the 1st.
It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Extending the play now. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The pocket breaking down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They jump in front here in the 4th.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Turner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice game like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
And they pick up the first on the ground. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Quick throw caught on the left side. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Crucial third down play coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. They get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Seventh play of the drive coming up.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback looking to scramble. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Defense does a good job at taking away the short routes and anything that might be close to the first down marker. The problem is they didn't account for the quarterback's legs. He pulls it down and picks up a first down.
Defense is coming after him. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw over the middle. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Second down and goal upcoming. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pass caught, can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Buckeyes! No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down. Looking to throw the football. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. What do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
The Nittany Lions lining up here on first and 10. There's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Intercepted in the end zone, but the officials signaling out of bounds. A huge break for the offense. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And this one is right through. And they take the lead with a little over a minute to play. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. On first and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down. Comes up short. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, they're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Great job by the defense there preserving the 3-point lead. But now in the fourth quarter, this is a crucial possession for this offense.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
Tackle made after just a short gain. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris.
Welcome to Kid Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. And the Flames will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Appalachian State's offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Aguilar. Makes a grab over the middle. And they'll knock him down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing it.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. At the 35, he's loose. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. On first down, here comes this offense. On the run, it's Roberts. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
The Flames offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Line getting set on 2nd down. The The lone back's got it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Salter. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Flames will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one.
What a snag by the defense. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. They'll operate out of split backs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll take a shot. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Flames. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Back open in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. The Mountaineers have a 1st down.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll leave it with the lone back. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the right. Got it! They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, App State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and get...
Hit the afterburners, kid. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Back to throw, it's Salter coming after it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose deep. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And as a defense, you have to be aware, just because this guy lines up all the way to the right, that doesn't mean he's going to run routes all the way across your face. They lost track of him, and because of that, it was a big explosive play.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Trying to get to it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And they'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Flames will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
The back goes in motion. To the air. It's Aguilar. Takes the easy completion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Feeling some heat. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. 1st down for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the marker. Smacks it with the stiff arm. And he's running in the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Liberty.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll leave it with him. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Got out of trouble and throws. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Flames have pushed it inside the 20. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Salter. The throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Throw toward the sidelines is caught, but it's out of bounds and incomplete. 2nd down coming. Back to the air one more time. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. PAT unit on the field. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Old Dominion.
They'll throw it on 1st down.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a 1st down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Pulls it in. It's Robinson. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Robinson. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Pocket starts to collapse. He makes the connection. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Finds his man. It's Horn. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first conversion.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They're bringing heat. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Direct snap. And the Mountaineers get it past the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, App State!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Snap it to the back. He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime.
Well, he did a great job finding a crease on that 2-point play. He gets it in, and the offense comes away with 8 points on the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
they'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Off the play fake, getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Dropping back, it's Salter. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Flames send out the punt unit. And the returner will be brought down. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw it again. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Mobley. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can